Here.
In a phone interview with president of Vitelco Innovative, Clark Gannett, the four fans causing Mr. Bermudez so much trouble are to ensure that the remote switch can stay cool and handle the load of use in that area of the island. When Mr. Bermudez complained, the two fans facing his house were turned off. According to Denise Chance, attorney for Innovative, the two deactivated fans will most likely never be used due to the population never reaching the amount of its need in that area. Vitelco president and attorney have both stated that they will be and willing to continue to work with Mr. Bermudez and his family in whatever means necessary to make this situation right for them. But no solution has been reached for this time. The court proceedings by Judge Willocks have been halted for now, and under the rules of the parliamentary hearing, they will fall under the judge's calendar to start again, but under the guise of Judge Donahue. Why the change in judge is unknown. Vitelco is planning on establishing 5 of these remote switches in various parts of the island, some of which have already been in place. To find out where a remote switch might be placed in near you, Vitelco encourages you to contact them. And a cafeteria worker says the Virgin Islands government is trying to cheat him out of 3 years of work, and that means he can't retire yet. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this report.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Yeah, it's pretty quiet right now at Charles H. Emanuel because the students aren't back and most of the workers aren't back. But I'm here with Mr. Warren Petrus, and he's all set to retire except for one thing. He's got a story to tell you. The powers that be don't want him to retire. Not just yet, anyway. Mr. Petrus, you've got an interesting story that seems like you're at wit's end. You finally bought it to News Channel 8. What exactly is going on with you?
Well, I was supposed to retire on December 31st of last year, and they waited until 3 weeks before I'm supposed to retire and tell me they can't find 3 years of my time. They said they can't find the time, so I went and I got my NOPAs. I went to
Dotson James, you were saying?
No, well, Dotson James is one of the persons that's trying to help me.
Okay.
I don't know what's the reason why I can't retire. If they know that I can't retire, well, let me know. Well, Mr. Petrus, you need to work for a certain amount of years. I use up all my sick time figuring that I would be retiring. Now, I don't know what's the problem. No one have called me. No one have told me, well, Mr. Petrus, you need to work 2, 3, 4 more years, or let me know what's going on, because I got all my documentation and I still can't get a letter stating. All I need is a letter stating from whoever it may be that I'm supposed to get this letter from in the government. Somebody's not doing their job. And I really need to know exactly what it is I need to do to retire. If I can't retire, well, let me know, how much more years I have to work. If I have to pay in the system, let me know so I could pay, so I could get out.
All right, now you're a chef.
Yes, I am.
Charles H. Emanuel. How many years have you put into the system, to the VI government, so you could retire?
It's supposed to be 29 with the 3 that they can't find. That's what they told me.
But you got 29 years in the system.
29 plus the 3 what they says they can't find.
Which would add up to 32.
32. Which in they say, well, then someone told me that it's not that, it's more time. Well, then what they need to do, they need to bring me inside the office and talk to me, sit me down and let me know, Mr. Petrus, you have such and such amount of time. Don't want to have himself come out and himself look out for me. My next move is I'm going to the senators them to see if they could at least try to help me out with either retiring or finding out what I need to do to retire, because I'm supposed to go to O.C. Richards, which he told me to come to his office and check him out. I think I'll go to all the senators them, because I think more or less someone is going to help me in the long run to come. But I really need to know what it is I need to do to retire. Arthritis is a thing that if you stay in a kitchen too long, you will get it. And my mom has it, and she has it badly. So I want to make sure that I do what it is I have to do to get out of, not out of the system, but to retire.
All right, Warren Petrus, and perhaps a lot of you are in the same boat. I've already had Coach Foy on several times in his complaints about the GERS, the system of retiring. How frustrating is it for you government workers out there as you approach 3 decades, 30 years, 20 years? You need to know when you can get out. Here in front of Charles H. Emanuel School, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And Wes Small tried to contact Miss Morton of the GERS on St. Thomas. she never returned a call to him. And when we come back from this break, we'll take a look at your Crime Stoppers report. Stay with us. It's Wednesday, and that means it's time to check out your Crime Stoppers report for this week. Here's Miss Judy Fricks.
I'm Judy Fricks with your weekly Crime Stoppers report. Police need your help solving the following crimes. You never know what little bit of information may be helpful to them. So if you know something, say something. On St. Croix, in the last 12 months, many of our young men have been shot and killed. Many more have been hospitalized. Please help detectives find these perpetrators and put an end to this senseless violence. If you know something, call Crime Stoppers and let's put an end to this. A minimum reward for the arrest of a homicide suspect is $1,250 in cash. And on St. John, sometime between July 13th and July 16th, a resident at number 6511 Susannaburg was burglarized. This time they stole construction equipment. They took 4 boxes of electrical wires, they took 5 bins of plumbing fixtures, over 12 pieces of wood, and several electrical wires. Police believe that a vehicle was used to haul this equipment off. The minimum reward for an arrest of these suspects is $714. And on St. Thomas, you may remember this crime. It occurred on January 19th of 2006 in the area of Caribe Beach Resort at Lindbergh Bay. Blair Shannon, who worked for Royal Caribbean, he was shot and killed. Police believe it may have been the result of a robbery. The arrest for a suspect in this case is $1,250. You can submit tips on these or any other crimes at our call center at 1-800-222-TIPS, or you can log on to our website at www.crimestoppersusvi.org. Remember, your tips are completely anonymous and our stateside operators are multilingual. Crime Stoppers is pleased to report that your tips have helped law enforcement make 4 additional arrests, and we have recently authorized the payment of almost $3,000 in new reward money. Please contact Crime Stoppers if you were a tipster, because some of this money just might belong to you. And don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook. Log on to facebook.com and search for Crime Stoppers USVI. This has been your weekly Crime Stoppers report.
When we come back from this break, we'll take a look at your Sports 411 update with Stephen Francis.